Yeah, there we are. Welcome to another Flower Circus Talks. Today, a very special episode. We're going to talk about supermarkets with a specialist who has been working or supplying supermarkets in Europe and in the US. Uh, Currently, he's in Holland, traveling in the north of Holland, so he has seen a lot of beautiful flowers today. He's going to talk more about that as well during this Flower Circus Talks. So let's quickly invite Arnold Rouws into the live stream.
How are
And
you
there
doing?
he is.
Hey,
Welcome.
John. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. First of all, where are you at the moment? I can see you're in the greenhouse, but where is
I'm in,
it?
I'm in Andijk, in the north of Holland, area where there's a lot of tulips grown, lily bulbs, peonies now, and there's the Dutch lily days at the moment. So to promote new lily varieties, and I'm at the lily company, breeders and of lily varieties.
Okay. Yeah, because it's not as big as it. Wow,
Yeah.
beautiful. It's not as big as it used to be, or as it normally is, because of the pandemic.
Yeah, there's only meetings on appointment. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's really June is normally the period with a lot of open days,
Yeah.
with yeah, the lily days, the color days, the now I forgot the name, all the other open days, the flower trials.
Flower trials. Next week is the flower trials. So
Yeah.
we are planning visits at Daily Floor, for example, chrysanthemums, and all kind of breeders have an open house. And again, on appointment, everything is available to visit. So that's very convenient.
Yeah, at least you can see, feel, and smell the new varieties.
Yeah, 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 and it brings inspiration, and it's amazing.
Yeah, it's really good that the world is opening up a little bit already. In the US, there was the first trade show already again this week.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, no,
So
that's good news.
it's really good. So for the people who don't know you, Arnold, can you tell a bit more about yourself because you have a very interesting story and background where you have been working.
Thank you. I'm 32 years in flowers. Traditionally started 32 years ago in wholesale business, but then you saw the trend, the shift to the supermarkets, and I picked up supermarket supply. Gradually in the last 13 years, I'm just fully 100% focused on supermarkets. Um, Before I did that, I lived 3 years in Lithuania, the
Okay.
last episode of wholesaling, but then with florists. So it was also a great experience to deal with florists, amazing creative people. But then, I made the choice to work for supermarkets, focus on the consumer, and thinking about concepts, how to sell flowers via the supermarket to consumers. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
and
what's the main difference supplying to florists and supermarkets?
um, supermarkets, we prefer to work with a lot of data. So your concepts are measured with the data. You can make changes, and you can see if the consumers like your concepts, sales is well or waste
Yeah.
is high, and that's your instruments to improve your business. With florists, when you deal like a wholesaler with florists, you don't really always know who's the end consumer. Is it a big party, a big wedding, or is it just for street sales?
Yeah.
So that's I think the big difference.
Yeah. And is it something the florists can learn? I mean, they've got a lot of data now as well. I mean, they got a digital cash register at a lot of places. Uh,
I think for sure. It's I think a lot of florists probably analyze their sales data in which area they're selling and they're strong. Um, I think that works for them too.
yeah.
And now with the online business, for sure, it can go open doors for florists.
Yeah.
Certainly, they can go from local to national.
Yeah. I mean, that's you have seen it during the pandemic that the online
Yeah,
sales were flying, and luckily for a lot of florists, of course, as well, because there were periods that that they couldn't open their doors.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
So, but you've been working for supermarkets in Europe and in the
Yeah,
US.
yeah. I did actually Holland too, 2 years with potted plants. So I did Ahold Europe.
Yeah.
was a great experience to learn more about the Dutch consumer and to get the experience with potted plants next to flowers. Also, a huge market, I think, and especially now with the pandemic, people are very much, and the new generations, the youngsters, they love growing their own plants.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of growth I foresee the coming years. And then I stepped into the flowers back with the Tesco UK, and then after I moved to the United States for 5 years. Yeah.
Okay. So and what's the big difference if you compare Europe with the US in the supermarkets?
Yeah, the big difference, I would say, the full service supermarkets in America also do full service floral. So they offer weddings. They have a lady at the desk always available. So she can make from mono bunches, they can make a bouquet, but even up to weddings. Yeah.
Okay.
And in Europe, I think it's more, set up the presentation and sell.
Yeah. And I think in the US it's more about yeah, not only about flowers and plants. It's balloons is a big part of sales as well.
Gifting, yeah.
Yeah.
Traditionally, flowers, floral is gifting in America. So yeah, you want it packed nice. You want to add a card, a balloon. So the floral buyer is buying plants, flowers, and balloons. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
fixed category.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's something we don't see in Europe. Maybe it's coming. Maybe yeah. Who knows?
maybe an opportunity.
Yeah.
It's always festive if you go to a party and you pick up a balloon for your child or for your child birthday or for your 40th or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you see it now with the European Championship with football. A lot
Yeah.
of small gifts are given away with beer, with food, and everything. And especially when it's for the children, they start crying if they don't get it. So
Yeah,
it's a good way of sales.
for sure. Yeah, it's good cross sales.
So that's and with buying in the US, I mean that's also I think different than in Holland. Holland a lot goes through the auction, although I think supermarkets aren't working as much with the auction anymore. Is that true?
Um, no, I think it's true, but still the auction in Holland has its place. But then it's more for me. I wouldn't advise. If you do supermarkets, you deal straight with growers, and you make fixed agreements. But some people, can't fix the price they want, and they gamble that they can buy it on the clock. But
Yeah.
then the last 6 months, they for sure cost them some money.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something. But yeah, the demand. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, nobody could foresee this happening.
No, no, yeah, and then we are of course happy. So the situation in America, there's no auction, and 99% of the suppliers are vertical integrated, so they're all growers. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the growers, of course, happy to get a better price for the product.
Yeah. And is there enough product? I mean, that's also a big question, I think, at the moment.
At the moment, it's very tight. Yeah, the growth in America is 20% and more,
Wow.
but average about 20%. And yeah, it's difficult to. A lot of farms are sold out the coming months. They are expanding,
Yeah.
and we believe consumers embraced floral in America. So it was really for gifting and for holidays, but now we see the everyday consumer also buying flowers to cheer up their houses. So we really hope and think that will stay, and that gives a lot of pressure on the demand at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about the balloons, Tineke Geerlings is saying a balloon arch in combination with flowers is great. You can see
Super.
it more and more now in Europe.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people from the US say trends start in Europe and then go to the US, but you can see it happens the other way around as well.
It's definitely both, and I think we should look. There's huge opportunities to look at each other, and of course nobody could travel, but there's things for sure. Let's say, but another difference is presentation in America in the supermarket. Very common that flowers are presented in refrigerated displays.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
and, and in Europe, we just put it on the floor, and let's go. But so I think that's really a step forward.
Yeah, it probably also depends on the state. I mean, if you go to the warmer states, it's way better to have it in a refrigerated area.
Yeah, but it's a standard, or in the whole,
Yeah. Okay.
in the whole country. Yeah.
That's really good. Alison Bradley is joining us as well, saying good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hey.
Welcome, Alison. It's your favorite topic. It's about supermarkets.
Okay.
Yeah, in terms of presentation, what I see when I look at presentations in the US, it's a lot of color, a lot of bright things. You've been doing the UK as well, while it's more a light pink and
Yeah.
is that something that's changing now as well? That different people are buying flowers in the US?
Phew, I don't think so. I don't. It varies a lot per state. So you have your Hispanic population in the south. You have more European population in the northeast coast. So you have color variation, but in a general, I think in America, they like nice colorful bouquets. But
Yeah,
and then for the holidays, it will be more tone to tone. But but also with the seasons, the colors do change. Yeah? So don't get me wrong, it's very popular to have more orange and reds in the fall, and
yeah,
then Christmas it's red, white, green, and then we go into spring, we go to the pastel colors, and then to the summer to the harder and brighter colors. So that's pretty similar, I think,
yeah.
Europe, but maybe it's probably a little bit more colorful in America. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Also, one thing I notice as a difference is that in America they look more at the shape and not the type of flowers. I see bouquets with only chrysanthemums, but all different kind of shapes.
Yeah, it's very. Being back in Holland, sometimes I see a 14.99 bouquet and I wonder what's inside. And that's in America, it needs to have value for money. So
Yeah,
bouquets up till any price level, but it's either a rose bouquet or it's a mixed bouquet. But they use a lot of chrysanthemums to fill it up. And a lot of disc buds those days. Thanks to all the breeders, there's an amazing range of disc buds.
yeah.
Really colorful, make the bouquets colorful and fill it very much. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see, and that's funny because in Europe, it's or in Russia, it tends to go down a little bit. It looks like that the disc buds, but now with the breeders making new varieties, it's climbing again. And in
Yeah.
the US or producing in South America, you can see a really trend going on with the disc buds.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice fillers.
Yeah, that's really great. I've got so many questions. What we see, especially in the UK, local grown for supermarkets is a way to go. Putting up big flags, and actually, I think it's this week. It's even the UK Flower Week.
Okay.
How about that in the US? Is that
Yeah,
something
US.
that's there as well?
Yeah, it's similar. Yeah, we've got the US Grown label and marketing organization, and
Yeah.
June is US Floral Week. So
Okay.
with stickers on bouquets, we promote the local grown. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. That's also a good thing. Although Colombia, Ecuador are also around the corner, of course.
Yeah, but so the local grown is maybe more now peonies from the north of America,
Yeah.
California area, New Mexico. There's a lot of local flowers, which will be things like waxflower, stalks, gerbera, then sunflowers, of course. So yeah, they have their assortment.
Yeah.
But of course, there's no roses grown and no carnations and mini carnations. So they're all from Colombia and Ecuador. Yeah,
Yeah. I think cost price wise, it's better to grow them in Colombia and Ecuador.
yeah, for sure.
Lydia Perez is in. She's saying from Orlando, Florida.
Nice.
Yeah. We're missing the US, by the way, or
We do. Oh my
yeah.
God. Thank God it's now finally a little bit Florida weather here, but it's been so cold.
It's been really cold in all of Europe actually.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, but yeah, it's it's one of the. There are some good points, I think, as well in Holland.
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
So during the pandemic, you already said other people started to buy flowers, or there's more interest in flowers, and also in plants. I think plants is something that really got the attention of a lot of people.
Yeah, no, totally agree. Plants are popular, succulents are popular, and they're locally grown, of course. So yeah, the growers are around the country and doing their job, trying hard. Mother Nature is not helping around the world. I think also there was a lot of snow and cold in America, in Texas, going up to the northeast, which delayed also a lot of crops.
Yeah.
That's where they were late for Mother's Day. But yeah, they do a good job, and they hardly can catch up the demand at the moment. It's tough to catch up. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. We had an interview 2 weeks ago with a supplier of bulbs, lilies, and tulips. He was also saying that the bulb market is going crazy, but that's the same with young plants for almost everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, let's see what will happen next year. What's your prediction? Will it keep this level, or will it even rise, or will it slow down a bit?
Yeah, in Europe, I think people die to go out and to go out on the street shopping again, and I expect maybe the online business to decline a little bit.
Yeah.
In America, the online business has always had its position, and I think that will stay. Maybe, and people are definitely buying more for home. So yeah, we expect this year to keep going and to keep creating some growth,
Yeah.
but not so extreme anymore as it was.
Yeah, I think the good thing that the pandemic is such a long period that people now have two springtimes or summers to plant all kind of plants and flowers in their garden. So
Yeah.
next year, if they're not planting anything, it will look really empty.
Yeah, yeah, for
I,
sure.
I think that's something. It has to be in people's mind that it is so beautiful and that they can work with it and that they calm down if they're in the garden.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful. Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
it's really
A lot
helping.
of
We've got Christina in as well saying hi. We've got Willie Armelini in. Greetings, Flower World. Willie Armelini, Flowers and Scents.
Hey, how are you, Willie? I
So,
I saw you at the Woofsa this week. It's good.
yeah, he had some interviews there as well. Very
Yeah,
interesting, Willie. So
yeah,
keep up the
it's
good
good.
work.
Keep it up. Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, you think the growth will continue or stay like this? Where do you see chances in the market? Because the market is changing or has changed.
New chances. Wow. We first need to catch up where we now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the chances for sure in America are still on the holidays. Um, we are for holidays. People also like to spend more,
Yeah.
and so the growers can also get a good price for the products. And we like Mother's Day this year, Saturday around lunchtime, most supermarkets were sold out.
Wow.
So yeah, that's amazing, of course. But at the other side, you miss 1.5 day sales.
Yeah.
So it shows that there's still a lot of growth opportunity for to get more volume on the table for the holidays,
Yeah.
and that's one of our jobs that we're looking at.
Yeah. And one of the important thing, of course, is that the growers keep up, so they're already expanding. But what about transport? Transport has been so difficult the last year. Will they
Yeah.
keep up as well with the growth of 20%?
No, they're not. The everyday flights are not covering the space we need. So we require more space. So we at the moment have to go and organize charters, which are very expensive and pricey.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the other side of the growth, right? Yeah, a lot of freight is increasing, packaging is increasing at the moment due to the lack of materials, raw material. There's a
Yeah.
shortage of plastic. There's a shortage of wood. Shortage of carton due to the online business. We use many more boxes, so there's a pressure on carton. Yeah, and that's tough. So then you need to review costs and make sure that that you cover the cost, and maybe it's end of the day the consumer maybe needs to pay a few dollars more.
Yeah, yeah, but is that? I mean, is that so bad? I mean, the flower prices have been the same for many years, while prices around us in other industries went up enormous, and still the bouquet is costing the same as 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah, but the freight has such a big impact. The
Yeah,
air freight, if a truck, is maybe a pallet goes from 200 to 220, but if you go from air freight from $1.50 to $3, then
yeah,
that's double. That's a huge impact, and that's really going on at the moment.
yeah,
So then you talk about $0.50 a bunch, and these margins are not there.
yeah.
So there needs to be reviewed.
It is with all the high prices of the air freight is something that, like sea freight, is that speeding up now, the development of sea freight?
Yeah, sea freight speeded up the last 3 years to Miami from Colombia, especially with the holidays, because we always had a surcharge already for the holidays.
Yeah,
But now, due to the lack of flights, it's going to be really regular sea freight for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, that's an option. But we all know the container situation, so it's pretty sweating there too.
It's unbelievable. There's a lack of everything. Also, talk to some growers in Holland, and they want to expand, but the prices of all the materials like glass and metal,
Yeah,
aluminium went up so much. I mean, unbelievable. They just want to wait now because it's not worth building a greenhouse.
yeah, no, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah. Willie is also saying labor and logistics were the main topics at the WOOFSA.
yeah, no, that's correct. Next to transport, it's the labor situation in America. It's very tough. There's some kind of COVID, how you call it, charge or help to people. So some get supported by government, and it's better to sit at home for the same money than to work.
Yeah.
That's really frustrating, and hopefully that will be ended soon. Because we need a lot of workers. I heard the other day on the radio that the USA in general is looking for something like 8 million workers. So that's huge numbers.
That's unbelievable. But
Yeah,
yeah, if people get money for sitting at home, yeah, why should they go? Or the mentality of some people is, why should I work then?
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's sad. There's work, so let's do it together.
yeah, and I mean it's so sad. There's a big opportunity to grow this business now, and if labor is one of the things holding it back, that's unbelievable.
Yeah. So what you see in general, the automation, right? We need to
Yeah,
automate, and there's a huge demand for automation, and thank God it's there. So also
yeah.
developments.
I think also a big part is looking at packaging. I mean, I had an interview with Jeroen van der Hulst,
Mhm.
and he was also from Flower Watch. He was also saying there are so many different kind of boxes, and the standard box from Africa doesn't fit on an airplane pallet, doesn't fit on a normal pallet, doesn't fit on an auction trolley, and there's so much air that that's traveling on a pallet. Uh, th-
Yeah, again, the air freight situation. Every kilo needs to be paid. So every
yeah,
farm in Colombia or Ecuador is looking for the most ideal packaging.
yeah,
So if they can save an inch left and right, which is like zero point 0.2 cube, which is maybe $1 a box, they'll do it.
yeah.
Uh, but it is, let's say, for palletizing, it's not always handy.
No, it really isn't. And I'm not saying that the auction buckets and in Holland and the boxes are ideal, but at least there's some kind of standardization, well,
Yeah,
so you can build up a pallet quite easily.
yeah, yeah, that's true. That's
And
true.
that should be so. It's difficult to get all the growers together and say, okay, let's go for just a few boxes because everybody thinks his box is the best, of course.
Yeah, yeah, it's tough. Yeah. So we, uh, I work partnered up with passion growers, passion roses. So we standardized our boxes in
Yeah.
our process, and to make it easier and to make it fit on the pallets and to avoid damage and to make sure, that we get enough stems in the box.
Yeah, Willie Armelini also has a solution. The carriers are going to force via pricing to change to less boxes sizes.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
that's also a solution.
No, yeah, I agree. Something needs to happen. It's too crazy. We need to standardize, and yeah, yeah, I totally.
Yeah. If I'm and correct me if I'm wrong, Willie, but if I understand right, Armelinia Logistics was saying it was about 20% loss or 30% loss on transport, and not having enough labor, enough space. This could solve a big part of the problem already.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think also one of the examples you sent me, when you're doing a promotion, just deliver it in a pallet
Yeah.
directly with the palms. You send me a picture. I
Hmm.
mean, that's easy. Not a lot of labor involved. Not with packing and not with the in the supermarket as well.
Yeah. No, but there are some supermarkets who write out their RFP, the price tenders, and
Yeah,
they add box dimensions to the tender. So they demand from the suppliers to work with one box. Because William Armelinia has difficulty, but from the DC, from the supermarket, it needs to go to the store, and
yeah.
then again, yeah, you can imagine they just want one box of this, one of this, one of this, one of this, and then they need to try to build a pallet from that. Well, that's
Yeah, it's too many hands. I mean, it's unbelievable. And Willie is also saying they need drivers, and drivers don't want to handle the boxes.
yeah.
It's
Yeah, then maybe William Armelinia needs to go to minimum per pallet. Only ship full pallets or half pallets.
yeah,
And what Willie said on Tuesday, less deliveries. Though, yeah, of course we like every day to order fresh, but sometimes wholesalers also they give the inventory risk to the wholesaler, to the importer in Miami.
yeah,
They have the inventory sitting, and every day they buy one box. Yeah, come on, guys. Then the truck is driving on Monday is driving one truck, and on Tuesday is the next truck leaving, and they have to stop at the same shop or wholesaler. We
yeah.
need to, it makes sense to say, listen, twice a week or 3 times a week we go there, and that's it.
I think if we control the whole cool chain better, it's way easier to go to just one or two deliveries a week. It should be possible. I mean, the breeders have been breeding so long now, and checking phase life and transportation. You're going to visit Delhi Floor next week, but they
Yeah,
don't introduce a new variety when it doesn't last for 2 weeks after 2 weeks dry in a box. So
for sure, for sure.
it,
My
it
battery
shouldn't
is
be a
going down.
problem. Okay.
Yeah, let's hope we can finish.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, I must say, cold chain management in America is very professional, even better than maybe than Europe. We really demand 34 till 38 Fahrenheit, which is half
Yeah.
a Celsius till 2, and it's really cold. And also the trucks are driving on 34, 35 Fahrenheit.
Wow.
I think Willy can confirm. So that's really in Holland. I see sometimes higher temperatures.
It's way better than in Holland. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
some
No, no,
growers already think that 15 degrees, below 15 degrees is good
no way.
Celsius. Yeah.
Yeah, no way, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So actually, Willie's saying yes. So you this morning you went to another grower or a breeder, no, a breeder and slash plant sale, selling plants of
yeah,
peonies.
right. Yeah, Unis is an amazing product, very popular in the United States. So I took the opportunity to visit the Peony Trial Garden, see the newest varieties, to see the developments, what's going on, and to hear where they're going to be grown, because you cannot grow them everywhere.
No.
Um, but there was a great talk and great visit. Yeah,
Yeah, it's unbelievable, beautiful product. I mean, people, I will put the link in the comments. We've done the interview with Dan from Greenworks last year,
yeah,
where he was showing all the varieties and telling more about the peonies. I think the great thing is that it's almost year round. If you buy them from all over the world, you can go year round now.
yeah, yeah, we're trying to get them year-round covered because I think that's what the consumer is looking for, to get to see them every day in store.
Yeah, I think that's something we sometimes forget, that we are in the business and we know that it's a seasonal product. Well, people expect, or some countries expect tulips every day, peonies every day.
Exactly.
And especially the weddings with peonies, I think it's on everybody's list. Just look at Pinterest weddings, and you will find peonies everywhere.
Yeah, it's amazing flower.
It's really beautiful. So great. I mean, do you have something to add? First, now you're in Holland. You've got your own company. Before we forget, can people hire you, or what are you so busy you don't have time?
I love my job. I basically working from the flower cutting to the consumer. All the process I try to fix in my services. But I'm happy to partner up with Passion Growers in Miami, and that's a full-time job at the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
But I would love to meet people who are online, growers who want to discuss opportunities in the United States, breeders. Give me a call.
Yeah. Okay. Great. You already had a talk with one of the clients of Flower Circus, Special Orchids. He's always interested in the US market. So who knows what comes out of that?
Yeah. He did an amazing job for Mother's Day. So we'll keep pushing and promoting Dutch products.
Yeah. Willie is saying Passion is a super company. So you can already get that compliment.
Thank you, Willie.
No, it's really nice. And actually, talking about year-round product, Special Orchids has there are cymbidiums now year-round as well.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So it's really good.
It helps, you know. I think we're just debating about that seasonal flowers. And there's, I think, more opportunity also for the United States to make, of course, peony you can make big now, but there's also seasonal flowers which are in the market for 4 weeks or 6 weeks, and sometimes it's like, do we bring it in or not, but I think there's more sales growth and opportunities to create with seasonal flowers.
Yeah, sometimes it feels a bit strange to sell tulips in the middle of the summer, but if the figures are good, if the sales are good, who are we to say we can't sell tulips or the seasonal product outside the season?
Yeah, no, true. Yeah.
So, okay, great. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's been great talking to you. Next week, again, the US, we got Lenny Callister from Ensign Floral. So we're going to talk wholesale this time or next time. This time it was supermarkets. So hope to see you next week as well. Same time, same place. Thank you, Arnold. I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
All right.